Hello everyone, welcome to AditiJain'sLittleWorld and welcome to episode 5th of my podcast, The Art of Conversation. And I have a very special person today with me, Jeyakanthan. He is the director of Niagara, Canada International Film Festival. And also he has his own IT company and networking company here in Canada. So thank you, Jay, for coming here and supporting me in my mission of sharing the life experiences of the people. So tell me about yourself to my viewers that we don't know, and from where you belong, what was your background?
Perfect. Before that, Aditi, I wanted to say thank you for having me on your podcast. And when you invited me to come, and I actually looked at your Instagram, the work that you are doing is phenomenal, inspiring people,
thank you so much.
Giving them value, which is amazing. First of all, again, thank you so much.
My pleasure. That really means a lot that you're giving your precious time to me.
Thank you. So a little bit about me. I was born in Sri Lanka and I was moved to India where I got my education. Okay. Then I moved to Canada here and I've been in Canada since I was 16 years old. Okay. So, and you know, Canada is a land of opportunity.
Yeah.
I actually named the company Landed for Success because when you land in Canada, it's an opportunity for you to be success, which we will be talking about later in the show.
Okay.
And then, like you said in the introduction, Landed for Success is one of our networking company along with my business partner, Gordon. So, but mostly what we wanted to give value to the people when it comes to art and culture is the Niagara, Canada International Film Festival.
Okay.
We celebrated our first in-person event in Niagara. Now we are gearing up for a massive 2025 festival that's coming up.
That's really nice, and I would like to give you wishes for that and all the best. You're gonna rock the world around everywhere. Okay, so can you tell me more about your company, networking company, Landed for Success?
Yeah, the Landed for Success, the purpose we created Landed for Success is when you come, you want your network determine your net worth. So you determine who's in your network. So we wanted to create an inclusive platform for people to come. It doesn't matter whether you are just starting out in the business or you are new to the country, because you may be coming from from India or Africa. It doesn't matter. No matter what country you come from in Canada, you want to build your own network. So the purpose for us to build a platform, very inclusive platform where people help each other, people help people to build their business, whether it's a referral or an employee. So it's a purely educational and a connecting platform for all walks of life. So I said it earlier, as a newcomer, you are welcome to come. Or if you are a 25-year-old business experience, you can come and teach them. Mentor, mentee idea is there too. So it's for connecting people to grow their business.
Yeah, I also believe that in everywhere, not even live in abroad only, networking is the best way to success, right? And you are helping people for that. That's not you are doing your business, but you are also helping socially, without any personal motive. So that's very good thing, and I really want one of your events.
Absolutely,
one of your events,
absolutely,
because I am a networking people. I love to do networking with the people, and I never met a person who is into this field, and it's really my pleasure that I'm meeting you. I wanted to ask you one thing, as you are into this industry of networking and helping people. So can you tell my viewers how you can reach out to people, how you start actually doing networking, because it's not easy if you're new in the country. If you ask me, I don't know about your company, right? How we will reach to you and how we get more business out of it.
That's a great question, Aditi, because people, some of them are introvert, some of them are extrovert. So, but in order for you to succeed in your life, we already said, you need a massive network. There is a couple of different ways you can do. you have social media, whether if you are looking for a business professional connection, you can use LinkedIn. Now people are heavily networking on Instagram and TikTok.
I got you from
and,
there.
and Facebook. So, but you know what? This is a perfect example. Like we follow somebody on Instagram, and you see what is they're all about, and you resonate with them. And as a second step, like you need to, like the old style is meeting people to people. You never know who you're going to be connected, and you know how, whether you're going to help them or they're going to help you, because you have to have that open-minded in order to build that professional connection. So to answer your question, the way that we do it is we use bit of the both world. We promote networking opportunities in our social media, through our WhatsApp groups, through our Facebook groups, where you come and learn. And then we will say, hey, we are going to do a coffee chat, or we're going to do a network and learn event. So you come in person. Just because you wanted to come to the event, you don't have to come and mingle, because remember, like some people like to sit and watch and learn. Sometimes it may take 4 or 5 events that they need to attend before they open up their mouth and say hi or shake hands. But that's okay. So that's why I said, for us, networking platform is a very easy. There is no pressure. It's not a selling environment. You come at your own pace. You can network. I have seen people who have come to networking events, watch and learn, and they don't talk in person at the event. However, they get connected using WhatsApp or any other social media. I'm not promoting WhatsApp, which I should, because I'm a WhatsApp coach myself. And then they communicate, and boom, business happens. Or they just create a very strong business. So when it comes to networking, it is all both in person and online. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Obviously, see, online, I believe we can see what you are doing, but knowing you personally, we have to meet.
Absolutely.
Right? Because I believe in aura too. Like by meeting people, I really feel like energies, like positive energies and negative energies, they do exist. So I believe by meeting with each other, you have more interaction. And although you are a WhatsApp promoter, I don't believe in messaging. Like these days, people just do believe in chats. I always ask people to just give me their number or exchange numbers, because I feel I have to waste a lot of time on doing chats. Like I'm wasting my 1 hour to make them understand one thing that I can just convey in words in 5 minutes on a call. I believe in that. I'm not saying that everyone should follow that, but personally I feel like that, because because on messages you can't judge what other person is actually feeling out of your conversation.
Absolutely. So I totally agree with you, because everybody have their own comfort level and what level of communicating, right? So that's why it's very lucky that in this day and age, we still, now that COVID is over, we don't want to even say that name, we can meet to
exactly,
and we can pick up the phone and call. And of course, you wanted to send an email, there is a method. I totally agree. So what I would say for the people who wants to build a network, that what is your network is going to determine who you are. Like if like I read a quote, like surround yourself with people that who can lift you up. And also, I'm sure you might have heard, if I wanted to know your salary in 5 years or your net worth in five years, I just need to know who the 5 people that you hang around with.
That's a good one. I have to
choose your people
wisely. That makes sense.
This is a business
business talk. That makes sense. So that's good to know. So okay, that's good about your networking company. And can you tell more about this film festival and how it works, and if somebody is looking to join this opportunity, how they contact you, and what are actually opportunities you guys are offering to the people in Canada?
festival is an art, right? Like we have the film industry.
Okay.
Like we, like especially growing up in India and in South Asia, we
Okay.
always look up to the stars.
So it is not confined only to Canada?
No, it's
Okay.
it's an international film festival. Even for the
Okay.
film festival that we had submissions from Romania, we had submission from Japan, Tokyo, all kinds of different cities.
Okay.
So to go a little deep into it, the film festival is promoting culture, and the directors, the producers, the art directors, the people behind the scenes as
Behind
well.
the scenes as
So it's
well.
an holistic festival. So you, when a director or a producer submits a movie, they are not only submitting the movie for jurors to look at it. It's the people who behind it, who comes to network. We call it industry networking from
Okay.
other industries. Like we had people from Hollywood, we had people from Bollywood, we had
Okay.
from Africa, Nollywood, Tollywood, and Kollywood. Like these are, I'm just only naming five.
Yeah.
It's just all industry. And the beauty of Canada, the Niagara Canada International Film Festival, is it's a destination festival. Because
Okay.
Niagara Falls is one of the 7 wonders in the world, right, Aditi?
Okay.
So when you hold a festival, people from all over the world, they wanted to come and they wanted to spend a weekend. They wanted to network. They wanted to experience the wine country in Niagara and Niagara Falls, and then come to a weekend and watch a movie that we are screening. And then there are jurors who select the movies to be nominated, and some people win the award, so it goes in their portfolio. So we, through this film festival, what we are nurturing is art and culture. So when it comes to art and culture, it's not only the movie stars.
Exactly.
It's the people who are behind the scenes. Like whether you took a short film for 5 minutes or a feature film for 3 hours, our platform respects, and based on the categories, we give them the opportunity to enjoy the festival.
And I really wish someday you will show my podcast on
Absolutely.
I'm
not
just
sure
kidding,
the
I'm just
podcast is a
kidding.
category yet, but I can check it for you.
Yeah, this should be, because now, like back in India, podcast is a huge category. Like there is going to be now a special award ceremony for only podcasters. I believe that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because like people are really doing good in this, and it's good. Like because see, sharing people's opinion and their experiences, we always learn from them. And earlier we were limited to our company, right? We are limited to our I can say friends and families and our our own profession. Now through podcast, like I am not even related to this film festival, but today I'm getting a lot of new information. My viewers are getting a lot of new information, and it is a lot of learning. And so whenever people get learning from something, it's always boom.
Absolutely, I do agree.
Yeah, so because learning is very important, I learn each day something new. And this podcast gives me so much information and so much experiences and so much learnings. That's the base of my life. Like I love to do that.
Nice. Congratulations.
And on the top of that, networking with people.
Exactly. No, podcast is reaching the masses, because you're right. Like remember you said earlier, you're not comfortable or you don't like texting, but your medium is podcast, because you are reaching people. And the beauty of the podcast is people can listen to it while they are driving. So even this is an amazing platform for you to take the message. And then I know you said in your monologue, this is your 5th episode, and then you probably have like 4 other episodes that people can go to Aditi's Instagram and share. That's another thing, right? Like when people find good content, value, they will share it. You like with 1 or 2 shares, you are reaching audience, and the reach of audience that you have is limitless. You can, like somebody who is going to be in Indonesia could be listening to your podcast, and then you are changing literally life in somebody in Indonesia. That's one of the things that we did in Landed for Success. When we started, we up to share people's story. Everybody have their unique story, but we wanted to document their story by writing one chapter. So what me and Gordon did is we came up with the anthology idea. So we get 30 authors. Like if you were to write your own book, it's going to take a lot of time and it's going to take a lot of money. So what we did at Land of Success is, that's how it actually started, like segueing into the podcast and taking the message. You write your own story, one chapter. We collect 30 people's chapter. We put it in a book and we publish it. And then you become a published author, and somebody in Tokyo will be an author. Now they are reading about your story. So how you are, So
it's like reaching miles and miles and miles.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
So you are reaching through podcast. We are sharing the story in a book, which has happened because people have called me in from Mexico. One of our author in our volume 1, Carlos, he's in Mexico. He's a business person in Mexico. He wrote a chapter with us, and all the people in Mexico, his circle who bought the story, get to read other 29 people's story. So now they feel that like some people like got inspired by one of the stories that they had, and they reached out and they become friends.
Just imagine. So that's the power of words and like podcast and communication and networking.
Exactly.
In short, networking, you can say that.
So the different form of networking. Yes.
Yeah. So tell me, Jay, like you've been here in Canada from past so many years.
Yeah.
What one thing that you learned over your whole journey in Canada?
That's
See, I know it's very difficult to say one thing, but just like 1, 2, 3 things.
So let me tell you the market condition right now. Like the people that I say, the job market is tough, there's not enough jobs, or the interest rates are going up. No, like when I came to Canada when I was 16 years old, interest rates were 11%.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
11%? That's huge.
Exactly. In the 90s, early 90s, I should say.
Yeah.
And you cannot find job market too, because the economy goes in cycle, right? But in Canada, it's a capitalistic country. You can create your own wealth and you can write your own paycheck. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to wait for somebody to offer you a job. It's about mindset, Adi. Like you have to have a mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset. So you create your own idea or a job or a company, or like you said, like a podcast. Like I have seen people are making millions and millions of money using podcasts. And I know, like when we were doing our SEO, there was this 8-year-old boy, kid I should say, takes the toy and do a review, plays around and do a review. And he has millions of viewers
on YouTube.
And then the big companies are paying him, and he's making more money than some of the CEOs in the company.
Exactly. In today's world, people have to understand, like in this world, you don't need someone to give you an opportunity. You can make your own opportunities.
Yes.
And there is no limit. Because earlier it was like there was a particular field that you have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer, and you have to be an actor or something like that. But these days you can be anything and earn money. You can be a funny person and earn money.
Exactly. Comedians are making money.
Stand-up comedians. See, stand-up comedians and YouTubers. There is not even a single field left where people are not making money. Even back in India, there are few ladies like housewives. They are not doing anything. They are just showing their normal life. They are cutting vegetables, they are cooking and everything, and they are showing it to people, and they are earning a lot of money. See, they are doing nothing, but still they are making opportunities for themselves. That's the beauty.
I know a friend,
Yeah.
I can say, like, was working in a corporate company,
Yeah.
making 100 to 200,000 as a yearly salary.
Okay.
But that person now, if you go like how to drape a sari. So
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, she started a YouTube channel and an Instagram channel,
Okay.
showing people how to drape a sari,
Sari.
and have millions of viewers. Literally quit the corporate job and doing the Instagram videos full time, making much more than what they are doing.
Yeah,
So the
see.
long story short is, like, to answer your question, in Canada, like you said, don't wait for the opportunity to be given to you. Create your own opportunity.
Yes.
And now people are going to be scared. Another scare tactic is, oh, AI is coming, how it's going to take everybody's job.
Exactly.
So you have your mindset. If you get ahead of the curve, and if you say, okay, how I can leverage AI to make money, if you have that mindset in order to thrive in this market, you can do it. So
Exactly.
like, don't hang around with the negative people or negative thought process. You always think, okay, how do I come out of that shell, and how do I make what it's not necessarily to be always about the money. Follow your passion, because some people, it's not they're not doing it for money, they're just doing it for self-satisfaction, because that is more than the money.
Exactly. That's what I believe. So tell me, in these days people say, if you have money, only then you can say money is not important. Is that really the thing? Is because I believe, like, you can be happy with less money too.
Yeah.
But people say to me, like, you always been having a blessed life and luxury life, so you cannot say that. But if you went through that part, can you tell about it?
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
What do you think? To which extent money is important, and is money is directly related to your happiness?
Not necessarily. So let me tell you how money works. Money should be a byproduct.
Okay.
The people, once you start chasing the money, it becomes stressful. That's why you get into a job. So I'm not saying you don't need money. Yes, you need money in order to
that
survive.
I also believe that
So,
money is like necessity.
Yeah. But what you have to do is, your satisfaction and your sanity is very important.
Okay.
If you don't love what you do, no matter what you are doing, you won't last long. So if you are stressed and if you have money, what good it is having a money?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're not loving, and if you're dreading to going to work early in the morning so you can pay your bills, that is also not going to work. Then you're going to be depressed, you're going to get some illness. What I'm saying is,
just to stop you here, I heard this somewhere, that if you are traveling to your job in Mercedes, and if you are not happy while traveling in Mercedes to your job, and you are cribbing about the work that you are doing, doesn't make sense. Like, even your Mercedes can't give you happiness. Like, are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Like, your luxuries can't give you happiness if you are not happy with the kind of the work you are doing. I agree that money is really important in your life, and it is a necessity, but I believe there are a lot of other factors which is related to your happiness.
Yeah. So the takeaway is, make money by doing what you love.
Okay, tell me, Jay, about little bit about this concept, work-life balance. Is it really important?
Yeah, like, it's a very subject that we have to go into a separate podcast for. But let me
give me some few points so that I can.
For me, I'm at a stage where my daughter, my eldest daughter, is going to go to university this year, and my youngest daughter is on high school. So they're.
Oh, you're lucky man. You have 2 daughters. Oh my God.
I know. So they are a blessing to me. So like, the work-life balance is here, like, the life is so structured. So what I'm trying to tell you is, like, we have our own thing. Like, in the summer we do the cottage thing. In the Christmas we do this thing. So in the somehow, like, the family life or the big life, it's already built into your system. So for me, yes, we are spending the time with family, we are doing everything for the family, but here you can actually do what you love to do, and you can build a company, and yet you can spend time with your family as
too.
well. Yes.
Yeah, even I believe the same. Like after doing work all the day, like whole day, still you get time for yourself here.
Exactly.
I don't know how, but still you get that
Get
time,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
And back in India, you were not doing anything whole day, and still you don't get time for
Time,
yourself.
yeah.
I don't know how to explain that whole situation, but
Yeah.
it happened. So tell me, what you think is the biggest achievement in your life?
It's about building connections and my network. So over the years, the Canada has given me the opportunity to network with people and build a circle of influential people, because I'm very happy with that achievement, because it's one of the wealth is having the human network for you, because especially in Toronto, like whether when we do events or when I'm doing coaching, I get to, even like today, like I'm meeting with you and learning from you.
I'm not an influential person, but still gonna be.
It's about building that meaningful business relationship is my biggest achievement. I would say having this. I'm very happy and proud of the network that I have.
You have.
And the quality
and you
of
earned
people. Yes.
through it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're all about networking.
Yes.
Oh,
It is.
that's
It
good
is.
to
Yeah.
know. Okay, that's so good to know. And thank you so much that you came here and you give your precious time. I always say this in the end of the podcast, that I cannot express my emotions over it, like how it is very important to be grateful for that someone is giving their precious time. And here, basically in Canada, when people have a lot of things to do, and thank you so much for that. And it was really great interacting with you and having conversations with you, and looking forward to attend many of your events.
Absolutely, you are invited to come to our event. We are going to do one in the next couple of weeks as well.
Oh,
and not only
wonderful.
that, like I'll invite you to come to our film festival as well, because
Oh,
I know
guys, now you can
yeah.
see me in film festival. That's so
It is coming up.
wonderful.
Yeah. Again, like thank you for having me on your podcast. It was great chatting with you, and I'm looking forward to coming in the future podcast as well. So where
Sure.
we can give some talk about WhatsApp as a business tool for your viewers too in the
Oh,
future.
that would be nice, because that's something that people actually know very little about. We will definitely do that for sure. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone. I hope आज भी आप लोगों ने कुछ सीखा होगा, and please don't forget to like, share and follow my channel. Thank you so much.